A gem mine in your home village in Clash of Clans? Not likely. What is up, Gala fam? Thank you guys so much for coming back, or if it's your first time here, thank you for stopping by. Today we're talking about 5 update features in Clash of Clans that you'll likely never see, starting with, yes, unfortunately, number 5. This has kind of been beaten into the ground, but heroes usable during war while upgrading, just not going to happen. I feel like I've had to say this a few times, but I keep on getting inquiries about this one. So just letting you guys know, if it hasn't happened yet, we're probably never going to see this change. You're going to have to wait for those heroes to finish before they will be eligible for clan war. It's just never going to change. Now, we're talking about things coming to the night mode and the home village of Clash of Clans, which, yes, I still play, even though number 4 on the list of things that's probably never going to come to the game is my personal favorite. Now, if you guys are friends, followers of the channel, you know that I've made, I think, at least 3 videos, if not 4 videos, about additions to the walls that I originally called in a video like 3 years ago, Battlements. Okay, so these Battlements or crenellations are what I think would be a really, really cool answer to not going to the next level of walls. We don't need more expensive, more hit point walls. What we need are different walls. Now, these are the battlements that I've talked about in previous episodes. Yes, it was during the days of blue electric walls, and you can see my idea was that it wouldn't cost as much as going to the next level of wall, and it would add some sort of change to the wall itself, whether it be a charge, a one-time explosion. It could prevent air units and ground units from going underneath. So like the Hog Rider couldn't jump over, miners couldn't go under, balloons couldn't go over until that portion of the wall, not the entire wall, was destroyed. They sort of kind of went that direction by only allowing us to have a certain number of these brand new walls, but this still was always my favorite idea, and Supercell, they're just never going to do it. I've given up, so we're going to move on, okay? I'm letting this go, I promise. I'm letting it go. Okay, one more episode. Okay, maybe. We'll see. And people are like, oh, Galadon, your attack, you're not showing it to us. We want to see your amazing attack. No, okay. Nobody was saying that. It was just a Lavaloon spam attack. Pretty much a standard Lavaloon spam trophy attack. And I got to tell you, these days, pretty difficult to lose. Even though this base had some upgraded, it had a maxed out Inferno Tower. Just right now, still offense, super OP, very difficult to lose unless you just completely fail. Speaking of, I actually have a couple of really bad fail replays to show you guys in an upcoming episode. Now we'll switch over to the night mode because we're talking about both day and night mode. Now specifically number 3 may apply more to day mode than night mode, and that is, don't ever expect major additions to lower town halls. And there's a reason for this. Now, every single time an update drops, the Town Hall 4, 5, especially maybe 6, 7, and 8 players are complaining, why aren't you dropping more stuff for us? We want more stuff to play at these middle Town Hall levels. And the reason it's not happening is pretty simple. Clash of Clans is a game of progression. The whole idea behind the game is to urge you to move on, to continue to upgrade that Town Hall, and move forward in the game. So rather than add things to make town halls 5, 6, 7, even 8 much more appealing and deeper, they're going to do that at 10 and 11 and eventually 12. Leak confirmed. No, I'm kidding. There's no Town Hall 12 confirmed anything yet. But you know, it's just a matter of time before Town Hall 12 shows up, right? I mean, it's just the way life works. If Clash of Clans survives, there will be a Town Hall 12. Heck, if it survives long enough, there'll be a Town Hall 20, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, what I'm saying is, don't expect there to be major additions when it comes to troops, buildings, anything like that, to those middle Town Hall levels 5, 6, 7, 8, even 9. Now, you might see quality of life improvements like we've seen with training and collecting resources, but when it comes to major additions to the game, you're almost always going to see those at the highest Town Hall levels. They want to continually improve those areas, make them more and more appealing so that those players in the middle will continue to play, to grind out and try to get to those highest Town Hall levels. All right, let's move on to number 2, and these are sensitive subjects, okay? Now, this one especially, I've seen for years in Clash of Clans, and it affects a lot of different players from a lot of different countries. That's right, we're talking about everybody who wants a national flag for their country. Now, obviously, they have grown the number of flags that are available. There are more and more that have shown up, but we're never going to get to the point that everybody is happy about this one, unfortunately. And the reason being is pretty simple. It's also one of the reasons that we didn't see, say, day-night mode early on in the home village and other interesting cosmetic changes, and that is this 100 megabyte limit. Game developers want to keep their game under 100 megabytes in total because of this warning that shows up in the iTunes store. If you have this warning, that means that a huge number of players will end up never downloading your game simply because they don't want to be restricted to having to connect to Wi-Fi somewhere. Most players are going to be out and about when they want to do this. I mean, the way I found Clash of Clans, you guys, I was in line for the car wash and looking for a fun game to play while I was waiting, while I was on the road, and I found Clash of Clans that way, and I downloaded it while I was waiting for my car to come out of the car wash. Had it been this 100 megabyte warning, I guarantee you I never would have discovered Clash of Clans, and heck, my channel, my whole career probably wouldn't even exist today. I'd still be stuck in that crappy marketing job that I hated, working 9 to 5 for the man. Instead, I have you guys to thank. I'm here, and yes, I am playing video games for a living, and when you think about it, it comes down to the fact that Supercell kept Clash of Clans under 100 megabytes. So thank you guys again for that. And again, that's probably why we won't see a lot of these really cool cosmetic changes, because every time they add something like that, it increases that storage size. Obviously, night mode was a huge addition. I don't know where they are as far as the size of the download, but you know that they've got other updates in mind, and they have to constantly keep either compressing files, removing files, or just juggling things around to keep under that 100 megabyte limit. So as we work our way down to number 1, we see more night mode Clash players working their way through bases right here. This has become one of the new meta attacks. 2 camps of Night Witches and 2 camps of minions, just absolutely wrecking all sorts of base designs. A lot of players, even though Night Witches are pretty inconsistent, have adopted those Night Witches in their attack strategies. Alright, so this attack wraps up, and we're going to get down to number 1. The number 1 thing that we're never going to see in a Clash of Clans update in the future is the gem mine. Right, so, okay, so this is something, I tell you, all the times I ever thought of making a video like this, I always said, you will never ever see a gem mine, okay? You just won't. It's not going to happen, and I think that's part of the reason that Supercell put the gem mine in. But, okay, let me clarify myself. You will never, ever, ever see the gem mine in the home village. Okay, this isn't going to happen. And the reason is, and this is very easy to break down, you can't put the gem mine in the home village because of the graphic. No, I'm kidding. It's not the graphics. Okay, the reason the gem mine isn't going to show up in the home village is because gems cannot be a lootable resource. Okay, you could put it in there as a cosmetic thing only, but as a mine, like a gold mine, like an elixir collector, something that you could attack and take gems from, that you're never going to see. Can you imagine how you guys would feel if other players could raid you for your gems? You think that there's rage in these games right now. If you got raided and you showed up and you saw you had lost 100, 200, 1,000, 10,000 gems, I guarantee you players would be rage quitting left and right all over the place. It's just not going to happen, and that's why we'll never see the gem mine in the home village in Clash of Clans. Now, in the meantime, I need some gems myself, but I can't bring myself to gem up all of these level 15 archer towers, so I'm going to hold off for now, and it's going to come in the future. So that is going to do it, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Let me know down in the comments below, is there an update you would like to see or you think you will never see? In the meantime, have a fantastic rest of your day. Subscribe, turn on notifications, get ready for updates, and I'll see you tomorrow for more full attacks. Galadon, what did you mean? Get ready for updates.